Love Game here. Welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And today I'm going to talk about something that you will never hear almost no one on television even dare to speak about. And most people in your family are probably uncomfortable with speaking about. And if you're a black male, this is something that you should really know, more so than black women. And I wish somebody would have told me this 25 years ago. That way I would have understood on how to maneuver and manipulate my way throughout this system without having to pay thousands of dollars in legal fees. And socially, maybe I would have been able to get around the right kinds of people that could have pushed me forward in life. But I had to go through all the trials and tribulations and all the bullshit, you know. So what I'm going to tell you today is what I wish someone would have told me 25 years ago in a nutshell. So the first thing you have to know if you're a black man is the double standards that dwell in American society is off the hook. Damn! I don't know if it's possible if we can really avoid the double standards that live within this society. I mean, you can't, if you're a black male living in this society, you can't really do what everyone else does without facing some type of consequences. Now, I've tested this shit out. I tested it out on jobs. I tested it out in my personal life. I tested it out in public. I tested it out everywhere. Like, for example, you might have a white guy that says something and everyone thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread. But if I come behind him and repeat the same thing a week later or 2 weeks later, it's like no big deal. It's like, you know, they gotta do a background check on me. They'll be like, oh, who do you think you are? Or it becomes watered down. Or if let's say, look at the television. Look at the television. You might see somebody on television basically trying to explain something, and they're cutting him off. They're making him look like a fool. They're making him look like a buffoon. They're making him seem like he's crazy, a madman, angry black man, right? But then you have a white guy that says the same thing an hour or two later or the following day. He's awesome. Yeah, he's so smart. She's so beautiful. So it depends on who's the messenger, who's doing the talking. And that's the problem with American society. There's a lot of double standards. You can't say this if you're black. You can't do that. You're not supposed to be doing that if you're black. You're not supposed to be with a beautiful woman. You're not supposed to have that type of car. There's always these stereotypes. You're not supposed to be educated. You're not supposed to be empowering yourself. You're not supposed to have a lot of cash in your pocket. You see where I'm going with this? There's a lot of double standards that's in the society. You're going to have to deal with that. Unless you just want to be average. Now, if you want to be average, you'll be fine. But if you want to be great, you're going to have some problems. You're going to have some run-ins with authorities, with cops, with judges. You're going to have some legal problems at some point if you want to be great. If you want to make a lot of money. If you want to really live life on your own terms without kissing anybody's ass, you're going to have some problems. And that's just how that shit is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to live in squalor. I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. If I want a lot of money, I'm going to go out and make a lot of money. If I want a lot of women, I'm going to go out and get a lot of women. If I want a nice car, I'm going to go out and get that fucking car I want. I'm not going to sit back and live in squalor just because somebody in the dominant society said I'm not supposed to have this. I'm not supposed to live over there. I'm not supposed to dress like this. No, hell with all that bullshit. Kiss my motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? If you think I'm gonna go in the military and come out here and get pushed around, you can kiss my motherfucking ass. That's my attitude when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to be great, you're going to run into some problems. I can't tell you how many times I've traveled across this country, and it's always somebody that's just going to do something that's unnecessary, some shit that it's just not called for. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of shit you're going to have to deal with. And it is what it is. So just don't get caught off guard and don't be surprised if anything happens to you or your family or your kids or anybody that you really care about. So the double standards exist. Next, you got to realize that white folks hate your motherfucking ass. That's the truth. The average white people, I'm talking to people that you work with at your job, the people that you smile with and pat you on the back every day and give you comments, and the person that you probably getting sucked off on every once in a while and kissed up on every once in a while. They don't see you the way you see yourself. They don't see you the way I see you. You're just fun. You're just a little plaything. The average white person wish you didn't exist in America. That's why they be telling that's why you hear every once in a while in the media, you hear somebody say, hey, go back to Africa. How the hell we gonna go back to Africa? And we were here, our great grandparents were here before you. How the hell are you gonna tell us go back to Africa? The average white person hates your motherfucking ass. That's why you can be maybe in a corporate environment or maybe in a major city. And if you're a black person, you can walk down the street and you're invisible to most white folks. Because they don't like your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? If they can't benefit from being with you or can't get something out of you or have fun with you or you entertain them or they can't control you, they don't have nothing to do with your motherfucking ass. And that's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not going to say that because there's a bunch of ass kissers out here. But when I was in the military, the military was wide open. We were straight up. We didn't really hide how we felt about certain people. We didn't like you. If somebody didn't like you, you knew they didn't like your ass. But at the same time, we had a job to do. And that's how that shit was. But out here in normal American society, people are very sensitive. And they like to follow status quo. But in the military, the shit was wide open. It's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't like you and you don't like me, but you know what? We got a job to do. And that's how that shit is. But you need to stop looking for a pat on the back from white folks. Stop trying to Stop looking for validation when it comes to white people. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck who likes me. At the end of the day, I don't care. I'm not here to be liked. Fuck all that shit. I mean, the people that I rock with, they rock with me. But I don't beg them or call them and say, hey, come out and hang with me. Fuck no. I just hang with them because I want to be with them. Or they hang with me because they want to be with me. It ain't got nothing to do with material or how much money I make or the women I got. Hell with all that bullshit. If you want some self-validation, look within yourself. That's the best relationship you can ever have is with yourself. Period. So, the third thing is, all you got is your damn self. Look, I've been saying this shit consistently over the past couple of weeks. Past couple of years, really. Look, you are alone, black man. You got to do what you got to do for you. All we got is us. Look, some of us, our women, really ain't down with us the way you would like it to be. So whatever you do, you're going to have to make decisions that's in the best interest for your damn self. Not in the best interest for your kids. Not in the best interest for your parents. Not in the best interest for your woman. That's in the best interest for your damn self. So you got to make decisions you got to see the big picture in this damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a square. You got to see the big picture. And most people that I've ran into over the last 25 years make decisions out of fear, especially women, because they're very emotional, and most women see short-term gain in most cases. They don't really look at the long term. They want instant gratification. Whatever the average woman, whatever they see, that's what they want. So they want every goddamn thing. If they see it on television, that's what they want. If they see it at somebody else's house, that's what they want. If they see it at the job, that's what they want. If they see another woman with it, that's what they want. So you can't really make decisions like that all the time. You have to wait. You have to plan something long term. Now, you can have some shit short term, of course, but everything can't be short term. God damn. I mean, come on, man. Somebody has to cut the shackles within the family tree. You know what I'm saying? Someone has to make the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So all you got is your damn self. All we got is us. No one's coming to save your ass. Jesus Christ is not coming to save you. Allah is not coming to save you. You know what I'm saying? All you got is your damn self. If it's meant to be, it's up to we. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit is. That's real talk shit. So that's how that shit is. And another thing is we gotta stop. We gotta stop being entertained so much. You know what I'm saying? We gotta look. I know a lot of entertainers. I've been around a few of them since living here in Atlanta. I've been around some of them. You know, I don't know them that well, but I pretty much know what type of people they are, just being around a few of them. And I've met a lot of entertainers throughout my life. I got a lot of pictures that I can show, that I got proof that I've been around a lot of these people. But too much entertainment is not good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gotta pull back from some of that shit. We gotta take care of business. We gotta get our shit together. You know, all this entertainment is just a distraction. You know, you got the social media, you got the music business, you got the movies, you got football, basketball, wrestling, soccer, tennis. Damn, I mean, it's just too much entertainment. And we gotta get our shit together. We need to take care of our kids. We need to make more money. We need to create better opportunities for our kids, for our families. That's where our primary focus need to be. It shouldn't be watching football every Sunday. God damn. I mean, I like football, but I can miss a game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just cut back on some of that shit. And invest your money in the like small investments, like $50 a month, $100 a month. You know, I mean, put some of that money that you use to smoke weed and drink beer every weekend. Take some of that shit and put it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That way your kid will have a leg up in society once they decide to go to college or whatever they want to do. So they won't have to start off from scratch like a lot of us did. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing was passed down to me. Because my family was ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? So I had to start off from scratch. And if your kids have to start off from scratch, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. You know what I'm saying? So you should want your kids to have a leg up in society once they get started. Once they become 18, 19, or 20, and whatever they decide to do. They shouldn't have to get out of high school and the next week start working a job. Man, they shouldn't have to do that shit. They should have the option of taking the job that they want if they decide to, or taking the career path that they want if they decide to, or creating their own job, having some type of business if they want to. They should have the option. But a lot of kids don't have that option because no one ever told them how to do it. No one ever said, hey, you can create your own opportunities out here. And I know the person that can show you how to do that shit. No one ever told me that shit when I was 18 because there wasn't anybody out here teaching it. I mean, I'll take that back. That's a lie. There were people out here teaching it, but I didn't have access to it because you have to understand, I grew up in a time where there were no internet. There was no internet. And I didn't have access. We didn't have access to people like we do today. There wasn't no YouTube. There wasn't no Facebook. There wasn't no Google. I mean, back then it was just Yahoo, and they called it something else at the time. But nobody had access to the internet. And I barely knew anyone. I knew one person with a computer back then. And the only person that really had only place that really had computers, that a lot of computers, were schools. And probably 1 out of 500 people I knew had a home computer. So I grew up in a time like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you like what you heard, check out my channel, subscribe to my channel, and check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, Sharp Game is out. Peace.